Hi, Paul Bevitt here from Retention Guru, and in this short clip I am talking to Matthew Januszek from the Escape Your Limits podcast, and it's one of those podcasts that I listen to. It's one of the few that I listen to every week. And back in December 2018, Matthew very kindly invited me to speak. It was the full episode, it's episode 57, and I was obviously talking about retention. But in it, I was talking about how we should apply and think about the basics and procedurize a lot, if that's a word, create procedures for our businesses. To the point where I was saying, if you think about McDonald's, that business is run by kids. It's part of a much longer interview, hour and 20 minutes. I think at the time it was the longest one he'd ever done. That's because I don't stop talking. I'm going to do that now, though. Enjoy this clip. If you've got any questions, put them in the box down below. For the time being, that's it. Hope you enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to speaking to you soon. Take care. Bye.
It's amazing how, I guess, I've been to so many conferences, and this is always a big discussion. And it really, from what you've said to me and looking at all that data, millions of people, it does come down to some real simple basics of looking at. I don't want to oversimplify what you're saying, but it's surprising, isn't it, really, how easy it is to forget getting the basics right and spend time with all the latest and greatest things when really, just do a good job, interact, look after your customers, be there for them, say hi, and get them coming on a fairly frequent basis. And
I've spent the last 15 years telling people pretty much, our knowledge of the industry has evolved, our research has evolved, but it does come back to a lot of basics. But you'd be surprised how hard it is to get people to focus on the basics. They just want to do what's new, what's faddy, what's trendy, or what's the magic bullet. And you go, keep the club clean. What? And you go, no, if the club's not clean, then it's not going to be a nice environment for people to visit.
I know the guys, we did a podcast with Randy Dobson and the guys from California Fitness, and they said it's a simple business. It's a very simple business, but it's not easy. And I guess that's pretty correct. Doing some of these things, it's very simple, but getting, particularly if you've got a lot of sites, in the hundreds, it's not easy to kind of get everybody behind and make this work, I guess.
But Matt, if you think about at the high end, first of all, Four Seasons, Intercontinental Hotels, they get it right every time, every country they go into, no matter where it is, but it's a formulaic product. Everything's laid out. There are systems. We do this. They hire the type of people who are happy to do that. At the other end of the spectrum, you got McDonald's. No one believes McDonald's create the best burgers in the world, but anywhere you go, it tastes the same. And they've got stores run by kids.
Yeah.
Run by kids, and it's like, how long does the burger go on? The burger goes on there, then we turn it over, it's set, it's procedural. I was talking to an operator recently, he said, our fitness staff don't want to do gym inductions and I don't know what to do. And I'm like, who do they work for? And he went, well, they work for me. And I went, then it shouldn't be an option if that's part of your process. But I think there's not too many thinkers, but I think there's sometimes they don't run the business as a business. You actually have to be a bit more procedural. And
is that do you think that's just because it's still a fairly young industry compared to hospitality and like the sort of catering restaurant world, or?
I could give it the get out of jail free card by going, but I think no. I think this will rattle a few cages. I think we have too many managers that like the title manager, like the money of manager, but don't like to manage. When it comes down to it, they don't like the hard bit, which is the tough bit, which, I'm saying to the people I work with, the hard part, the bit you get paid the more money for in managing is the stuff that's uncomfortable. It's not the easy stuff. It's when you have to reprimand someone for not following their processes, for not doing. And I think too many businesses let people get away with stuff because it's easier to let them get away with it. They believe it doesn't impact the business, but it impacts their ability to scale. Starbucks don't have a problem scaling, do they?
No.
And they kept it really simple. But it's a good enough product for what they're offering.
Yeah, and it's consistent.
It's consistent, and they can open it in China and Japan and every other country that wants it, unless they've got really good quality coffee. like New Zealand.
Yeah.